A radio control boat that's tons of fun. Let's check this out. Dave Taylor here, and just got back from a couple of weeks hanging out at the Lake of the Ozarks. I know you're thinking, Lake of the Ozarks sounds a little bit of backwoods, but turns out it's super fun, and it's just one of these huge Midwest lakes. We got a house, we got a dock, perfect place to try out this. This is the Altair AA102 Aqua RC boat, or radio controlled boat, and it's pretty darn sweet. As you can see, it's a decent size, it's very cool looking, and if you look closely, you'll see it's a little bit banged up. I'll get to that in a second, but let me tell you about it. So it's an anti-capsize hull, and even if it flips upside down in the water, you can, from the remote control, get it to flip back up. Super cool. It has a dual compartment design. I'll open that up in a second, show you. It has 2 batteries, and it has double the battery life of most of its competitors. This thing lasts a long time on battery, so it's 10 minutes per battery, and there's 2 batteries included. And the batteries look like this, so it's, not a nice sealed sort of individual compartment. It's just sort of like a wrapped with wires coming out, but that's okay. So basically, this is the battery, and it plugs in here. You can charge the other one, and it's just a USB plug. And yes, the light changes color when it's fully charged. Super easy. So we just found that we would be charging one while we were playing with the other one. So, again, not very complicated. And then they're 1500 milliamp hour batteries, and it gives you 10 minutes per battery of full out performance. And this thing goes fast. Let me show you super quick. Here's just a short segment of it zipping around. So it actually has a top speed of 20 miles an hour. That's not bad for a little radio controlled boat. So why is it so dinged up? Well, let's watch another video segment and find out how this ended up being such a popular toy at our lake house. Yes, just like Tokyo has Godzilla, our boat has our dog Gus, who found it to be the, by far, best toy he's ever experienced, and it taught him how to swim because he couldn't not go after it when it was near him. Now, obviously there was a tiny bit of danger with the rotating propeller, so we tried our very best to stop the boat as soon as he got there, but he seemed to have figured it all out with doing the center of the boat chomp. And we could have gone a lot further too. It has a 100-meter range. That's 330 feet. And if you're using it and it's way out there and you're running low on battery or you're about to hit the edge, it actually has an alarm system, and it'll warn you, and you'll be like, whoops, and you'll get it to come closer. Or you'll bring it back to yourself if you're running out of battery. Obviously, super important, because you don't want this thing to suddenly be gone. And you're like, well, it's got a nice long swim ahead of me to find it. But the important thing is that it's actually really tough. Let's go watch another video, and and this survived all of this, which is pretty incredible. Does the manufacturer recommend having this be a dog toy? No, they don't, okay? Before anyone gives me any grief, nothing was bad, nothing happened. Our dog is entirely capable of dealing with this, and this is at least as much fun if you aren't going to go and have a monster attack it every time it's in the water. But let me tell you, the remote control powered by, I think there's AA batteries in here. Let's have a look. Yep, 4 AA's, and it has the forward, backward. There's a specific gesture you do to get it to flip over if it's stuck. And then obviously this gives you the steering. And if you need to adjust your steering on the top, there are all sorts of buttons to make sure that when you are trying to go forward, the boat is also going just straight forward, which is obviously super important. So those are all the different trim adjustments. Now, let me open up the boat and show you what's inside. So it's a dual layer hull. So there's a fair number of things to do. So first off, that's the outer layer. And it's not entirely water sealed, waterproof, because it's a water cooled engine. So when you open this after you've been using it, you're going to say, oh man, there's water in here. Is that dangerous? And the answer is no, it's designed for that. And I'll also say, this is so fast and so powerful that it's not going to be very fun in a little pool. In fact, in a little pool, you'll just be doing circles and you'll be like, we need like an Olympic-sized pool or something. So this is really great for maybe at the beach. I think it'd be really fun with the waves. Or obviously, like we did, go to a lake, find a dock, and go have some fun with this. But it's really a pretty powerful device. So, don't think that you can play with this in a very small space, because it really needs a little more space. And now you can see the inside. So there's the motor, here's the other battery. These are all the different controls for steering and such. It's really pretty straightforward. It's not, super complicated. And what's nice is right out of the box, the batteries were charged. So if you get this and you take this down to the lake and then you say, we didn't charge the batteries, you're okay. From that point on, obviously you're going to have to manage charging, but it really is pretty easy to work with. There's two little tabs in the front. You just make sure it goes into the correct tab, and it's a matter of a couple of seconds to make sure everything clicks. Listen, right? You want to make sure everything clicks so that it's as sealed as it can be. You put the second one on in its tab. This one only has two. And we are ready to roll, and all I need to do is find my dog or kids or yourself, or put it out there and actually go and practice. Let's do one more video sample. I mean, honestly, we had tons of fun with this. This is a really fun radio control boat. This is really one of the first ones I've ever tried. And I got this because I connected with Drone Enthusiast. And they have a really great article on 5 best RC boats. You can check them out at droneenthusiast.com, and you should. But the boat itself is, like I said, the Altair AA102 Aqua RC boat. Now, before I tell you the price, and I think you'll be pretty pleased by the price, but before I get there, I'm going to ask if you can click or tap on that subscribe button. Really appreciate when you subscribe to my channel. Cool. Now, this, as I said, is the Altair AA102 Aqua RC boat, and it's a surprisingly affordable $89.90 at altairaerial.com. Definitely worth checking out. If you have a pool, maybe a smaller boat would be more fun, because this is just a lot of boat for a pool. But if you have a river or a lake, or you're near the ocean, or you have some other large body of water, this is ridiculously fun. We had a ton of fun with this, and this was being used dozens of hours during our vacation. So not one of those toys that you play with, and after 30 seconds, you're like, that was fun, I'm done. So this is way more fun, and dog optional, dog destruction optional, but it's still in excellent shape. There is nothing wrong with this thing, even after Godzilla has attacked Tokyo so many times. So with this, I need to find another local body of water so we can go play with it again, and that means I'll catch you in my next video.